Hello soulmates, welcome back again to my channel.
So in this video I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful gown with a snatched waist. First of all, this is the material I'll be making use of. This is 3 yards of Duchess silk. You can also make use of a silk or Duchess or any other material of your choice. But here I'll be making use of 3 yards of Duchess. This is how it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is to fold the front and back. I'll be cutting the front and back together. So first of all, I'll be marking, here is the starting point. Here is the starting point. So all my measurements will start from this line. So the first thing I'm going to mark is the shoulder divided by 2. The shoulder I'm working with is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'll be marking the armhole of 9 inches. Then on that armhole, that is the chest line, I'll be inserting the shoulder measurement also there. So the next thing I'm going to mark is from the shoulder to the waistline. The waistline I'm working with is 15.5 inches. So this is the waistline. So from shoulder again, I'll be coming down to hip line. The hip line I'm working with is 25.5 inches. This is the hip line. After the hip line, you can choose to insert your new line, but in this tutorial I will not be making use of new line. Anything I have in my hip, I'll be inserting it downwards. So the next thing I'm going to insert is the bust measurement divided by 2. This is bust measurements. So from there I'll be getting the armhole curve. So here I'm coming down by 1 inch for shoulder slope, and the neckline I'm working with is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. 3.5 inches width, 5 inches depth. So I'll be connecting the shoulder slope to the neck width. Here I'll be making the armhole curve. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add the allowance I'll be working with. I'm adding 2 inches on the bust line. At the waistline, I'll be inserting the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches again. I'll connect the two together. This is bust, this is waist. So on the hip line, I'll be inserting hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches also. I'll connect it this way. So the hip measurement, I will connect it down to the full length. You can choose to make yours bigger, but here I want to maintain the hip measurements. So the next thing is to cut it out. So I'm done cutting it out here. This is how it's looking like. Remember, you can choose to make your back neckline higher than mine, but here I'm making use of 5 inches depth, y 3.5 width. So the next thing I'm going to is to cut the interface for the neck. I'll be using this to turn the neck. So this is how I'm going to cut it. It's on fold also. I'll be cutting the two together, front and back together. So after cutting it out, this is how it's looking like. This is it. It's a kind of big. I'll go ahead and retrim it so that I'll have like 3 inches left. So this is how it's looking like now. It's perfect for me now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to turn the necks differently. So I'll be sewing it down this way to turn it out. So for the loop, I'm making use of 2 inches width and the length is 5 inches. You can make yours 4 inches, but so I'll go ahead and fold it this way. It's total of 4. So the next thing I'm going to mark is the sleeve. The sleeve I'm working with is 23 inches plus 1 inch for folding. So for the cap, I'm making use of 4.5 and 4.5 also to get accurate armhole that I cut on this the dress. So for the sleeve, it's kind of funnel sleeve, funnel hand. So on the armhole side, it will be small, while on the tip side, I'm making use of 10 inches. This is 10 inches. So it's kind of wider on the hem side. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is it for the sleeve. So for the neck, I've gone ahead to sew it down and I notched it. The next thing I'm going to do is to iron it down to have a neat neck. So this is it when I finish ironing it. This is the right side, how it's looking like. Very smooth. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the shoulders. So I'll go ahead and join the shoulders with half of an inch. After which, this is the loop I'll be working with. The rope I'll be working with is 2 inches width and 60 inches long. I'll go ahead and fold it this way also, like I fold the loop. I'll fold the rope like I fold the loop. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark 1/4 inch. I'm going to join the front and back with 1/4 inch, 1 inch. Then I'll be leaving 1 inch for ease. You know, at the initial time I added 2 inches. So I will show you how I will be inserting the loop On the waistline, I'll insert one. This is the one I'll be inserting on the waistline. So from the waistline, I'll go up by 1/2 inch. I'll insert the other one this way also. It's 2 per each side. I will do the same thing on the other side. This is the waistline. I'll insert one on the waistline. Hope you can see how I'm inserting it. The curve area is inside of the dress. So this is the sleeve. I'll go ahead and join here, after which I will add it to the dress. Remember, I've already done stitching the front and back.